start, like, Venezuela being a place in such big conflict? Like, how could you define homesickness for you?
It's really hard because I think it's especially bad. Like, homesickness is especially bad when you come from a country in crisis, because you don't want to be there, because you know that being there is not good for your future, and there's no future for you there, but at the same time, like, I miss my parents, and I miss my friends, and I miss the life I used to have there, which is also a life that doesn't exist anymore, even if I went back. So it's kind of like longing for something that I can never get back.
Yeah. You have, like, a poem that can explain that a little bit better.
Yes,
Right.
I do. Should I just read it?
Yeah.
Okay. Dear Venezuela, I miss you, but I don't. It's been 4 years since I left your streets filled with endless colors and noises, to live in a place where culture is valued but not understood. I miss crossing the streets to my aunt's house, but I do not miss not being able to walk through my city because of the fear of being mugged, kidnapped, or killed. I miss the warmth of your people, my people, shining smiles and bright eyes that warmly say hello when they see me walking by. But I do not miss the shivers that run down my spine every time I would see a policeman or a person on a motorcycle driving past my car. Venezuela, my beautiful, loving country, I miss you, but I don't. I miss your food, arepas in the mornings and pabellón criollo in the afternoon. I miss being embraced by the flavors that shaped my childhood and that to this day remain my favorites. Sadly, I do not miss having to stand in line for hours to get a pack of rice, to hop from one market to another trying to find sugar. I do not miss the feeling of desperation of those that were counting on that one piece of meat or the last pack of flour, but that will have to spend yet another week with empty stomachs, roaring in pain because of the scarcity or being unable to afford it. Venezuela, I miss you more than ever, but in reality, I don't. I do not miss the sound of gunshots being fired against students, nor the smell of gas bombs, burning my eyes and lungs, forcing coughing fits that threaten to spit my heart out of my mouth. Venezuela, I miss you. I want to come back to your loving arms, but I just can't. How can I come back knowing that I am risking my life? Knowing that last year 27,875 Venezuelans were brutally murdered, and that I could become one of them. I carry their names tattooed in my heart, with blood-thick ink, and I beg to God, to a universe that is not listening, that their sacrifice won't be in vain. Jairo Ortiz, 19 years old, shot in the chest. Daniel Kellis, 19 years old, shot in the neck. Miguel Colmenares, 36, 11 bullets to the chest. Brian Jimenez, 14, shot. Gruseni, shot. Carlos Moreno, shot. Paula Martinez, shot. Miguel Castillo, shot. Newmar, Mervin, Ramon, Kevin, Francisco, William, and many more, all shot. All dead. For a war that will forget their names, for a peace that may never come. Venezuela, it is because of you, because of all of those that refuse to remain silent against oppression, that I have learned to demand my right for freedom, to always speak up and say what I think. But with every passing day, I feel my voice tremble harder, lost in the wind, mixed with the smell of gunpowder and tear gas. Venezuela, to the outside world, you're a beautiful country with amazing beaches and tall mountains, but they don't see what we go through. The world doesn't know our struggle, the happiness we find in the little things that everyone else seems to take for granted, like finally finding soap, shampoo, or toilet paper. Venezuela, I feel guilty having more than those that stayed behind, than my family and friends that are still fighting to get the last milk carton and that cry over a dozen of eggs. I feel my heart break every time I see the news, when I see starving children scavenging dumpsters, crossing the border with Colombia, dying in the Andes on their way to Peru, whilst I am here, safe, well-fed, ungrateful. Venezuela, I miss you, but I don't. I love you more than anything else in the world. I love your colors, your smells, and your noises. I love your beaches, your mountaintops covered in snow, your endless tropical forests filled with beautiful animals. I miss the tepuyes emerging from the deep core of the earth, the angel standing tall and proud, pouring strongly into the river. I miss your lively music with lyrics about life and nature played on our unique musical instruments, el cuatro, el furruco, y las maracas. I miss my family, my friends, the warmth of the people. Venezuela, I love you, but I also have hated you for a long time. I hated that I had to hide my school's logo just because of the fear of being kidnapped for coming from a private school. I hated you for making me feel guilty of my skin color, my eyes and hair, for being hated just because, according to many, I look wealthy. I hated you because the people, your people, said I didn't look Venezuelan, that I wasn't part of you, and that I would never be. I hated you for making me hate you when I love you so much. I hate you for making me run away, for making me leave you when I need you the most, for forcing me to live in a world where no one understands my pain and where no one will ever see you for what you are, my beautiful broken home. Venezuela, I ache for you. There is not a single day that goes by without me questioning whether I should have left, and now that I am so far of you, I feel you closer than ever. Venezuela, my beautiful troubled country, I miss you, but I don't.
Yeah, I think that expresses a lot of mixed feelings for people like you and people that are away, especially like us, by ourselves, with our family still there in those places. In your case, like of conflict. And what about home, away from home?
It's really hard because it's very frustrating to live outside of a suitcase for 4 years, and God knows how many more. Like I wish with all my heart that I could just like settle somewhere and just sprout roots and just be able to be there. But that's not possible. So it's really hard to make a home away from home because every time you do, that home is stared from you again. But you still have to do it because making a home away from home is a way to survive. So like in my high school in Italy, in UWC Adriatic, the people that were there were my home, and I found things to distract myself from what was going on in Venezuela. And then here at university, again, my home is my friends. It's the people. I've found a very good friends of Venezuelans that also live here and understand what I'm going through. And I mean, the larger Latino community in here is just being surrounded by people that understand, maybe not the specifics of being a Venezuelan, but at least of being away from everything you love and being Latin American, which is hard. But it's also beautiful.
So, how would you summarize like the concept of homesickness?
You're too foreign for home, but too foreign for here. So you're just in the middle, trying to find yourself. And that's really hard because every time I go home, like it's still home, but it's not the home I left. It's missing something that can never be. Or at least that it won't be again for a really long time. And it's also coming to terms with the fact that even though it hurts me every day not to be in my home country, this is the best decision I could have made for my future. So it's kind of like seeking comfort in that. Even though right now it's painful, I'm also getting great experiences out of it, and something good, a good life will come out of it.